Welcome back to the Netrush Report, your home for the most emotional, dramatic, and inspiring tennis stories on the planet. If you live for the passion, the rivalries, and the heart behind the headlines, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a moment like this one. It was Sunday, October 12th, 2025, the day the Shanghai Masters wrote a new chapter in tennis history. Valentin Vacherot, a 26-year-old from Monaco ranked world number 204, walked into the final as the ultimate outsider. Across the net stood Arthur Rinderknech, his older cousin, a man who had fought through a brutal draw himself to reach his very first Masters 1000 final. And when it was all over, when the last ball landed out and Vacherot dropped his racket in disbelief, the two men met at the net, not as rivals, but as family. Tears flowed. The stadium fell silent. And even from halfway across the world, Kyrgios was watching, and he felt every bit of that emotion. Vacherot's road to the title was nothing short of a miracle. He came into Shanghai as a qualifier, barely sneaking into the draw thanks to last-minute withdrawals. Then, one by one, he toppled giants. First Alexander Bublik, then Holger Rune. Then, in a shock that shook the tennis world, Novak Djokovic himself fell in the semifinals. No one saw it coming. No one believed a man ranked outside the top 200 could pull off something like this. But Vacherot didn't just pull it off. He did it with poise, power, and family pride. In the final, he lost the first set 4-6. Rinderknech was serving bombs, finding corners, showing the experience that had carried him through wins against Zverev, Auger-Aliassime, and Medvedev earlier in the week. But then, Vacherot turned into a different player. He locked in, and suddenly, it was his moment. 6-3. 6-3. Game, set, history. Valentin Vacherot, the lowest-ranked player to ever win a Masters 1000 title since 1990. During the presentation ceremony, no one expected what happened next. Rinderknech took the microphone, and the tears began almost immediately. He looked at his cousin across the court, the same cousin he'd practiced with for years, the same one who shared his journey back at Texas A&M University in 2018. And with his voice breaking, he said, "There are two winners today." That line hit every tennis fan right in the heart. Vacherot, barely holding it together, stepped forward to hug him. Both men were crying, not from loss, not from triumph, but from love, pride, and shared history. In that moment, tennis wasn't about rankings. It wasn't about prize money or titles. It was about family. Even Kyrgios, known for his intensity and fiery emotions, was touched. He dropped a heartfelt comment under Tennis TV's post showing the cousins' embrace. A rare glimpse of Kyrgios showing pure admiration, not for the win, but for the humanity behind it. For Vacherot, the win means everything. Just days earlier, his career earnings stood at $594,077, a respectable figure for a lower-ranked player. But now, he walks away from Shanghai with a $1.12 million check, his first ATP singles title, and a career-high ranking of world number 40. He also becomes the first player from Monaco ever to win an ATP singles title, a groundbreaking achievement for a nation with barely a handful of pros. Speaking to ATP Tour after the match, Vacherot's voice was still trembling with emotion. "This is beyond anything I dreamed of. I'm proud of my cousin, proud of my journey, and proud of what we both achieved here." The humility, the respect, and the bond. It reminded fans of something that's often lost in modern tennis. That behind every match, behind every rivalry, there's a story. Kyrgios has often spoken about how emotion defines the beauty of tennis. He's clashed with umpires, argued with critics, but he's also been one of the first to praise moments of true sportsmanship. When he saw Rinderknech breaking down and Vacherot holding him in tears, Kyrgios simply wrote a few heartfelt words in the comment section, but they spoke volumes. He understood what most players do deep down. That family, friendship, and respect make the sport so much more than just competition. Fans flooded social media with reactions. "This is why we love tennis. This is what sports should be about." And one fan wrote, "Even Kyrgios has a soft side, and it showed tonight." The Shanghai Masters of 2025 will be remembered not just for the stats, not just because a qualifier became champion, but because it reminded everyone what makes tennis timeless. A family duel, a shared dream, and two men standing side by side, crying tears of joy and heartbreak, together. And somewhere out there, Nick Kyrgios, the rebel, the fighter, the showman, was watching, and for once, he didn't say much. Because some moments just speak for themselves. What did you think of that emotional moment between Rinderknech and VACHEROT'S? Do you think Nick Kyrgios' reaction showed a different side of him? Let us know your thoughts below. And if you love stories that remind you why tennis is more than just a sport, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update right here on the Netrush Report. Until next time, stay inspired, stay passionate, and keep believing in the beauty of the game.